It's okay, I didn't get very far. Let's just do that and see. And if not, well, fuck it. I guess we're playing in Japanese again. Yes, it is. It's just here. God. Why is that how that is? Okay. Love how I didn't even see it. Playing English now. Why isn't it just in the normal settings? Why can't I just change that when I'm playing the game normally? Okay. Let's go. And actually play. Good game. I think the most, like, the least intuitive thing of this entire game has been the menus. Like, I know other people have complained about the menus in this game. They are very odd. You have to, like... They're very awkward, because when you open the options menu, you have to click X to, like, select the options, and then you have to go into each tab and then select the tab. And the options menu are, like, not very intuitive. It's probably the most annoying part of the game are the menus for some reason. Which is strange. It shouldn't be that hard to make good menus. But anyways, English voice actors, here we go. I like Eggman's voice actor, of course, he's always good. The robot girl also has a good voice. I actually kind of like her a bit more in English than in Japanese. Also, I don't know who's voicing Knuckles. I don't know if it's the same guy, because he sounded way deeper to me when I heard him earlier.
It's all coming on.
There he is.
The ancient secrets.
I love Eggman so much. He's written so well in this game. He's written so well in this game. It makes me so happy.
Status report. Answer me.
Simulations complete. Executing protective initiative.
What? No! No!
And there goes. Okay. At least I didn't get too far into the game before I figured that out. Yeah, Amy's voice is always someone I've never cared about, because they always make her kind of, I don't know. She's written fine in this game, but her voice acting has never been my favorite. Even Tails sounds really deep.
You tracked the Chaos Emeralds here, right? Let's find out what drew them here.
God, his voice is so deep. His voice is so deep. I didn't like him before because I felt like they were kind of forcing him to act his voice a lot higher than it is. And now it's just natural, and he's acting really well, but like, God, I'm not used to hearing Sonic with a voice that deep. But, like, I think, like, movie Sonic is probably as deep as I'd go for an English Sonic. I do wish we had pre-rendered cutscenes, though. They always look so nice. Okay, Sonic, let's do this again. Maybe you'll get an S rank this time. I know I saw some people complain about these, cyberspace levels, but honestly, I thought they were fine. I mean, I guess, like, there's certain things that I feel like Sonic just won't be changing that much, which are these kinds of things. These kinds of, like, levels and stuff. They've always just kind of been this way. These ones definitely play way better than, like, Forces, for example. So, that's nice, but I don't think these are bad. They all are very different. Yeah, I would love, like, I feel like this was kind of like them, like, tiptoeing into that territory of, like, okay, maybe we can do this, maybe we can, like, something very different. And it is really different, but they didn't get to hit all the marks on that. Maybe the next ones they'll do something even crazier, I don't know, it'd be nice. It is hard to change a lot of Sonic when it's like, yeah, he's the thing that goes fast, and you got these iconic things that you do with Sonic. Because, like, they just kind of contained him to just those, like, things that you do all the time, and then nothing else, like the side-scrolling levels and the on-rails stuff, and the same fucking moves all the goddamn time. So they did do a lot of cool stuff with this one, in terms of the open world and the move sets and stuff being different, but
I'm the only one who made it out of that. Whatever it was. Whew.
Yeah, I want to go fast in new ways. Exactly.
Hello?
You have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent.
His
Are you
voice.
saying I can
I
rescue
do like his
people?
voice. He's a good. He has a good voice. I love him in this, but man, it's hard to get used to.
Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Yeah, okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello?
Yeah, it's very different.
Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
I think that's because I played this in Japanese. They definitely animated their lips off of the English audio, not the Japanese. But then like a lot of the expressions in their animations kind of fit their Japanese expressions a bit more. But yeah, like I feel like he was definitely trying to like they were kind of having him force his voice to be a lot more energetic and high pitched, which is not what he does, I think. But it's also like I'm not used to it. I'm used to Japanese Sonic, which is way higher pitched. I'm way more used to that. But I don't know. We'll have to see like if they keep up with this kind of style in terms of the writing and stuff, because the writing's more serious. And see if like he'll keep fitting Sonic a bit more. But God, I feel like the problem for me with like Roger's voice being really deep is that Sonic's design itself does not feel like it fits that like level of maturity. Like I need like an older, mature-looking Sonic design for Roger to voice, and then I feel like it'll fit. But of course, you can't really do that with Sonic. You can't really change him like that. Oh, training mode, right? Okay. I turned those off for the loading screens because I did them a fuck ton in my normal playthrough, and I kind of got tired of it. I know how to play the game now, so we won't have to do those. The dodging is like one of my favorite things in this. It's so useful. The designs and stuff in this are very interesting. I feel like they should have connected something to the last game with like Infinite and like all that weird cyberspace stuff that he had going on, but they didn't do that. The creatures in this, the robots or whatever, very interesting. Okay. Whee. Oh, hi. Can't wait to get all my moves back. Okay, Eon. If I am done and you're still streaming, then I will say hi. Oh god. I'm so used to having all my normal moves because I completed the game. Okay. I don't want to rush through this too much, but it's kind of the problem when you've already played the game. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I will not skip the story-related stuff, though. I will get all of that. I think I'll probably play for like an hour or so. I don't want to get too carried away. I do wonder if I could like speedrun this game in like a day. Gotta hold this right. But my hope would be to like play most of an island in a day. But honestly, like these islands are so big. Like they took me a while to get through when I played them for the first time. So I don't think I'd end up doing that. One thing too is that I'm gonna get those things. I am playing on normal. Yeah, I'm playing on normal. Oh, right. Here we go. It's a good thing I know what I'm doing so that I won't have to, like, have people watch me suffer through things, and unless I totally forgot what to do again, which it probably will happen. I don't know if I'm going to 100% the maps, unless I just happen to, but, like, it took quite a while. And the thing is that it is kind of useful to unlock the entire maps because you can see everything very easily, which is kind of part of the problem because it makes you just want to clear them up anyways so I can easily navigate them, but we'll see. Like I said, I did kind of want to... I wanted to kind of play this modded at first because I was going to replay it, but I was kind of conflicted on whether or not if I, like... Because I was considering, like, very light vanilla tweak stuff, like, stuff that altered the, physics and stuff, and I didn't really want that to skew people's perspective on it if I didn't specify every single time that this was modded. Because someone made a momentum mod, which one of the problems with the game is, like, if you're running like this and you jump, you lose your momentum. If you look at the speedometer, go up and then boom, you go down. So you lose your speed when you jump, which is odd. And someone made a mod that fixed that, which sounds really fun, but it also apparently kind of makes some problems for the game, apparently. I'm not so sure.
Return to the digital dimension again.
I kind of wanted to try that too, so who knows. Oh yeah, I'm also kind of covering up the speedometer, huh? I guess I can't really do anything about that.
Gear to bridge the gap.
Let me see, maybe I can move myself to the side. I guess I'd rather cover up my stats at the left corner than the speedometer, perhaps. I don't really give a shit about the stats, I'll just tell you. Where can I flip this? Flip, flip, flip. Where can I do that? Well, not that. Transform. Lock this real quick. And flip. There we go. Over here. I'll cut myself off a little bit because it's fine. Okay. But yeah, this game, I already stated like so many opinions about this game on my Tumblr that like I'm probably not gonna try and ramble too much about like the gameplay mechanics and stuff that I have problems with, but regardless, I still love talking about this game. So
One gear will not suffice.
okay. Sorry if I skip little dialogue like that. I don't really care about the computer voice in the sky as much. Okay. I am... Alright, I can't do the stomp, huh? Oh god. keep thinking I have the moves that I don't actually have yet. God, keep hitting it. Okay, there we go. I feel like that audio might be a tad loud now. I can't really tell. Let me change some of my actual specific settings. Okay, there we go. That's probably better. Music doesn't need to be that loud.
Use the gear as you have done before.
Okay, back we go. Don't know how quickly I'll stream this, like how much I will, because I already played it, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna play it back to back to back. But I would like to play it, hear the entire game in English instead.
To cyberspace.
Okay, back we go. Oh, get my mouse out of the way. Music in these areas are just so good. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at this. It. Oh god, that was not good. Could have been a bit smoother there. That was still pretty good. This level was really hard for me to get a good score on, so let's see what we got. Oof, got a B. Well, that's fine. This one is pretty hard to get a S rank on. I had struggles. I mean, 55 seconds, that's pretty quick. So that's, I'll probably just leave that as is. I did S rank quite a lot of what I played on my first playthrough because I needed a lot of those keys. I don't know if I'll get all those egg memos also, because, like, that's something I already did, but they are very interesting, so, like, it might be something worth doing on stream to show everyone. The thing that annoys me, though, I'm sure someone's gonna, like, retranslate the Japanese dialogue, and I am so looking forward to that. So looking forward to that. Because one of the problems, with like previous Sonic games too, it's always been a problem. I feel like it's just most apparent in Sonic, but a lot of the games where you get Japanese audio, it usually the dialogue sometimes differs quite a bit from the English subtitles because the localization and the way that they just, you know, English, they translate the English and stuff, isn't actually that accurate to the Japanese sometimes. Sometimes it's completely different, which is always the worst. And usually, you know, it still follows the same thing. It's like, it's the same story and the same idea, but the way that it's, I want to say the way that it's Americanized, because a lot of the time, I don't know, like, not censored, but they kind of just shift things to be a bit more appropriate for, like, English games and storytelling. And usually that gets rid of a lot of things that are said in Japanese. And there's someone I've seen on YouTube who has translated a lot of English or Japanese cutscenes to English again. I think they go by Windy with 2 eyes at the end. They've retranslated a lot of Japanese, and sometimes it's so different that it's like, oh my god, why did I not learn this in the English version of the game? Why did they write this differently? It can be very annoying when it comes to like lore and characterization, which I find very important. Which, what the heck was that? That was odd. Okay. But I find that to be very annoying because sometimes it's so different that I'm like, man, I wish they actually wrote the characters like this in English, and they don't. So this game is pretty well written. I quite like it, so I'd have to hope that maybe it doesn't differ that much. So, you know, we may be good on this game, but in most other games, it's kind of annoying. Like the newer games, especially. Like I watched like the Japanese to English translation for Sonic Forces, and it was pretty different in some places. So that was annoying to see, and made me more annoyed by the English writing because the English writing was kind of obnoxious in some places. Thing that I do like, I think the encouragement to like uncover the map is those rails, which are so useful. Like when I was mostly, I don't know why, but the second island that you get to, like that one was like a nightmare for me to navigate for some reason later on, and so like uncovering all the rails is very useful. They basically kind of become like easy access ways across the entire map. Which I think is a nice way to do that. You know, you do get to fast travel sometimes. Like, I think you only get to fast travel once you unlock the entire map. And even then, I think you can only fast travel to the cyberspace gates and nothing else. So technically, you are a bit limited still. And these rails kind of just allow you to zoom around to wherever these checkpoints are, which is very useful. So, search for friends. Okay, I'll do that first, and then I'll go fight the thing. Okay, I'll kill you first, but... Oh, okay, never mind. God. Oh. I do like how the fighting is in this game. It's like probably one of the best parts. Alright. It's Amy first.
Is that you?
Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
Hang on. Maybe messing with the ruins will fix things.
I think the one thing that holds back Amy at this point is the way that they've like just settled into a certain voice type for her. She's not bad in this game, but even like the Japanese voice actor, I'm kind of not super into.
Sonic, are you alright?
Me? You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
She
I've
sounds
confused with weird
odd
zappy
to
stuff
me
before.
for some
Besides,
reason.
I feel like it
Is she the same
gives you
voice
some kind
actor
of
as before?
boost.
Well, in that case, we need to get moving. If I was trapped, I'm sure Tails was too.
Good call. I'll scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
Sonic's personality in this is so good, though. I love him. I want to see more of that, like,
You are the
you know,
key.
snarky
Be
Sonic.
empowered with this technique.
Okay. I'm probably not going to be so bad at like leveling up Sonic in this one in terms of the rings and the speed stuff, because there's a mod that makes that faster, so you don't have to talk to the Coco that much, which I might get because it's such a pain. Such a pain. They've made a few minor mistakes in this game in terms of ease of use. The talking to the Elder Coco and the Hermit Coco like takes so fucking long. Mostly I forget which one it is that does the defense and attack, but that one is, or actually the one that does the rings and the speed is the one that takes so long because you gotta keep pressing the menu thing to talk to them. It's very annoying. Anyways, let's go kill that giant thing over there. Or maybe a gate first. No, I'll do the boss first. This guy's gigantic. And like you only really see it like once. I mean, I didn't remember fighting this guy multiple times in this island, which is odd, but hi. Oh, I meant to do the homing attack, but sure. Oh, stop. We're not gonna get hurt. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Sometimes it's a bit chaotic, but I never had any trouble with this. Not hard to me. I am playing on normal, but like, you know, I assume it wouldn't be too much different. It's just the controlling. Come on. The camera gets a little bit odd sometimes, but I haven't had too much trouble. Oh god. Oh no. God damn it. I didn't realize it was doing that. Okay, I can do this. Oh, all the way over there. Okay, sure. Oh god. I need to get that stomp thing, it's very useful. Okay, where are you gonna put it down? Should use this one more. Okay. There was definitely a point when I was playing this where after so much like Ryzen, I think my defense and attack were almost at the max. And like at that point, oh god. Jesus. Oh, I'm getting fucking weird here, huh? It's okay. But it got to a point where, like, when my attack and defense were super high, like, they're kind of, like, I could just kill things super quick. Nope. Can you put your hand down again? Oh, God. No, stop. Fuck you, I'm trying to get up. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get some rings. Shit, okay, this is not going super smoothly. I should do this, hold on. Fuck you, fall over. Hey, can I hit you? There we go. Thought I could knock him over entirely, but I guess not. Okay, just do that. Come on, there we go. Took a tad longer. I do like that you can think about like other ways to maybe, you know, defeat the boss or like just like kind of stun them and stuff by you know, doing the circle, the side loop thing. It's cool. I know the one thing I was quite worried about, like my main worry with these kinds of games, when you have like open world stuff like this, where there's a ton of stuff you can mess with and like interact with, is like the idea of it getting really repetitive and boring because it stays exactly the same. In the sense of like it doesn't get harder, and then it's like, you know, everything feels like very easy because it's like you're just doing the same shit over and over again. And you do get
Oh
the same
man, that's
puzzles.
just begging to be climbed. Imagine the view.
How did I pull it not to... Oh wait, I gotta change my settings again. Did not stop moving. Oh, I do have it off. I guess that didn't count. um, but yeah, so like, you know, I was kind of afraid that like it could get kind of like, oh, they'd have these puzzles everywhere or these like little challenges, but they wouldn't they would just be the same shit that's like super easy at the beginning and then they never change. And luckily they do change in difficulty. You get the same ones sometimes and then you get different ones, but they do change the difficulty, so how's that going for it? God. They aren't like the hardest thing in the world, and that's probably good because there was quite a few of them, but they don't just stay like at one easy level. So whoops. There's some that are like just super easy, like this one. I guess the problem too is that like I played on easy and normal because I was like I just wanted to play the storyline more than anything, and it's not like this game is super hard anyways. But I imagine if you were playing on hard and you had to, you know, increase your speed in order to do something like this, then yeah, it might get difficult. Like I guess if you were to get to like the end of the game or towards the end of the game and you didn't level up any of your stuff, then you probably would struggle to complete some of the challenges that they give you, which makes sense, I think. But more likely you are doing that naturally, so it probably won't be that hard. Okay, where the heck am I? I gotta collect keys. Let me check the map real quick. Actually, okay, skills. Whee. There we go, stomp attack. The training room stuff is nice. Obviously, like I said, I played the game already. I don't really need the training room, because I know what I'm doing, but it was very nice when I first played. And also the fact that you can do it in a loading screen is nice too. It's a nice reminder of how to play. Okay. I can also say that, like, when I played this game for the first time, like, entirely on my own, you know, just for myself, I did not run into any bugs at all, which was very nice. That's not to say this game doesn't have bugs, but, like, I was quite worried playing this game that like, getting it on launch day would kind of be annoying, because so many games on launch nowadays have bugs, and it's really a shame. That's like, oh god, oh Jesus, that was not what I planned to do. I do need to actually, you know what, I'm gonna retry this. Even though I don't care about getting an S rank on everything, I do actually need to do decently, or else I won't have enough keys for the vaults. So let's do the red rings. The red rings I always try to do. But anyways, yeah, I didn't run into any bugs. Day one releases are always obnoxious nowadays, because it's like, oh, let's release a game that doesn't have all the bugs fixed. And this game does feel completed. In the sense, I mean, finished enough in the sense that, like, I don't know, if you look at fucking Pokemon right now, it's not feeling too complete, huh? And I guess I would say in comparison to that game, this game feels pretty finished. Oh wait, oh god, no wait, okay. So like I was glad to say that this game, playing it, didn't feel like I was like missing a ton of stuff, and that I was gonna run into a shit ton of bugs that made it really obnoxious to play. It was pretty solid, so... Ooh, no. Nope. Like, I'm glad I at least feel like I'm playing a game that is not whatever the heck Pokemon that's going on right now. And like, I love Pokemon, but these recent games have not been too good, and I have not had any interest in buying a new Pokemon game. If someone wants to buy it for me, go right fucking ahead, I don't care. But I don't plan on buying that game for myself right now. And I do like Sonic. I mostly went after this game for the story more than anything, because I like the Sonic. I was hoping that this story would really deliver in terms of, like, you know, referencing or bringing up things that, at least I was at the very least, like, my bare minimum requirement was just that it had a storyline that wasn't like Sonic Forces, and that I would actually enjoy it seriously. And this story ended up doing so much more for me than just being better than Sonic Forces. All the lore and everything was very good, and Eggman's whole deal in this game is also pretty interesting.
In a digital dimension. I've employed similar constructs in my own systems, but this is markedly more advanced. Note to self, don't admit that to anyone.
He sounds so, like, everyone's so much more serious in this game.
Size quantification. But it won't stop me from trying.
I do like, it's funny because I'm very used to the obviously very, like, loud, chaotic Eggman, but his role is a lot more, like, serious in this because he's on his own. Which is interesting. I mean, everyone is more serious for some reason, which I'm not against. It's funny, I see people, like, sometimes talking about the story for this game, and they're like, it's too serious. I want something that's, like, you know, like, this is too edgy. It's like, what the fuck did you want these past few years? You're talking about how you loved, like, how serious and good, like, Sonic Adventure was or some shit, and it's like, mate, what do you want out of Sonic? It's the truth is that you will not please the fans that will go on forever and ever about what they do or don't want out of Sonic. Not every Sonic game of the past has pleased me, but I sure as heck know that I want serious, funny, talking animal characters that look stupid in a serious setting like this. I want that. It's exactly what I want. And that's what I got. So this is everything I wanted. God, okay, hi. Okay. Those things are weird, I hate those. Like, the thing about, for me, when it comes to, like, this game, and then thinking back to, like, Sonic Adventure or Shadow the Hedgehog the game, is that, like, when I was, like, 12 and I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, to me, Sonic was like, you know, oh, this is so cool. I love the serious animal character and the wacky, serious storyline. I didn't care. I was like 12. I thought it was cool. And that's how it lived in my head was like, oh god, like, you know, emotional, edgy storyline with weird animal hedgehog characters. And that's how it was in my head when I was 12. I thought that was cool. So as an adult, if I go back and play those games, it's not like that. It's like, oh, okay, kind of cheesy storyline with hedgehog character, and it's like it's not the same when you're an adult and you go and play it again. Of course, like I retain the nostalgia, but also the awareness of a game like that, of like, you know, a game like Shadow the Hedgehog. And so, of course, the truth is, when I go back and play it, I'm like, oh yeah, this was not really that like, it's a bit cheesy, and the storyline's a bit odd and kind of crappy at times. That like it has plot holes and shit, but I don't care if they could make a game that fulfilled that image that child me had, then I would like that. And this game kind of fulfills that for like older, more mature me, because the story isn't actually that cheesy. It's actually taking itself seriously, and I can like genuinely appreciate that. God, God, I hate this thing. I hate squid so much. I never killed squid on my own profile on this like map. I hate it so much. Anyways, but yeah, so like this game kind of fulfills the more mature side of me that's like, oh yeah, this story is taking itself seriously, whereas the old games, they maybe took themselves seriously, but the standards were different, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The standards back then were different. So I can appreciate that this game does take itself seriously, because it allows me to look back at what I loved about the old stories and be like, oh yeah, so I can enjoy this and not be like trying to tell people, oh, I unironically enjoy the story of Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, while also being aware that it's kind of shitty. This game is like, oh yeah, I do enjoy this. It is fun. It is serious, and I like that it's taking itself seriously. Ask me to write an essay about Sonic the Hedgehog, and I will do it. Oh, I'm going backwards, huh? A lot of this game is just going to be fucking around the map, huh? Oh, oh, okay, that was close. Ooh, okay. Last time. The one thing I wish I could turn off in this game, I forget what they call it, like the Starfall Nights or whatever, because that's why these are called Starfall Islands or something. Where's the... There we go. But those things that happen with the Starfall Nights where, like, stars come down and then you get, like, that slot machine thing, certainly was good for, like, the very early game when I needed all those tokens and stuff. Or whatever the hell it gives you, I can't remember. But, like, after, like, the second island, or kind of, like, into the third island, I was like, I don't need this anymore. And again, I don't know if these rates change depending on your game's difficulty. I don't feel like it did. But... Chaos Emerald time. By the end of the game, though, even when I was playing on, like, easy, I did struggle, like, or not really struggle, but the last island really pushes everything to, like, its limit, I felt like. It was pretty good at, like, really forcing you to do shit. It wasn't really handed to you easily, because by the time that I got there, I had already bought a ton of stuff from Big's fishing thing, so, and that included some of the vault keys and stuff that I could have done at the end of the game. But hey, it stopped me from having to easily get access to all that stuff, so I appreciate that. The Titans in this game look so cool. I love the boss fights in this game too, which again,
one of the Titans keeping Amy trapped.
won't spoil necessarily, but I did play them, so.
You leave immediately.
Where'd you come from? Are you trapped too?
Do not approach the Titan.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
I'm not even gonna try and figure out what people and Sonic fans think about Sage. I don't want to figure out if people, like, new characters are always a hard thing to introduce. Mostly Sage is very significant to the storyline, and also the characterization of some of the characters, like Eggman. Oh god. Oh. Oh god, I'm falling. Get me back up there. Oh god, okay. That's fine. I wasn't, like, gonna do anything anyways. Oh, I like how they transition you back up. I've never fallen. Oh no, I'm falling again. Okay, let's try that again. Nope, nope, I'm just going back down again. I've not fallen before. Why do I keep falling? Back up. Okay, back up we go. Pearl. I know that doesn't do anything, Sonic. He's fine. God. This game does look good. I mean, like I said, I wish we had the pre-rendered stuff again, but the animation in this game is really nice. I'm glad that they managed to focus on that after a game like Sonic Forces.
Okay, I'm not taking that thing down the traditional way. I'm gonna need the Chaos Emeralds. And maybe a little bit of luck.
Thing too that's in terms of analyzing Sonic, I will analyze every detail of this game. But in terms of, like, the animation, there's certain things about Sonic that, like, nope, it'll work. Nope, not that one. These get timed eventually, but this is not. There we go. With the animation of Sonic, like, like, people have talked about animation Sonic before, and I think, like, the YouTuber Playframe has done some really good analysis videos. I think he did the really long one about Sonic. The one thing that he didn't talk a lot about, because it was mostly, like, he talked mostly about the gameplay animation and the way that Sonic's animation has, like, changed throughout the years in terms of using the same animations for the game and stuff. But what I think about a lot is sorry, I'm just gonna skip your dialogue, Coco, because I don't really care about you that much. Okay, yeah, I get it. I'm gonna collect things. But the one thing that like I don't like see people talk too much about is like the use of Sonic's like expressions, like his mouth and his eyes are like the two things that have always been the most conflicting thing in Sonic 3D animation for like forever. And this one not open or well, but is like, and this game does it sadly. As much as I love the animation, Sonic characters have the biggest problem, dang it, with like eyebrows, in the sense that Sonic doesn't have eyebrows, and nor do any of the other animal characters have eyebrows. And so you'll watch their animation, and you'll see that like they use their eyelids as eyebrows, which looks really bad, honestly. If you start to notice it and like try to understand what they're expressing, you start to realize how off it looks. And it's a shame. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Yeah, I know. We'll get some more. So like...
Eggman tech. It seems abandoned, though.
Oh, I can move. Okay.
Still, I better keep
They
on
just
my
locked the
toes.
camera. But that's kind of one of the... Oof. That's one of the things that I don't like, is they still do the eyelids for eyebrows thing. And it looks really bad. I get that it's really difficult to like figure out how to animate a Sonic character with their just weird ass eyes, but I just wish that they could figure something out. It's partially why I like movie Sonic so much, because his eyes work properly. He has eyebrows, and it's like he can actually express in a way that makes sense. God. Okay, let's... Oof. But yeah, like, that's the one thing that they failed with in this game, is they still have not solved that problem. And I don't know how to solve it, honestly. Like, these models look weird. You would have to completely remake the Sonic characters' models and, like, appropriately solve their anatomy problems, which, considering what they look like, is not very easy to do, so... Can't blame them, but I just kind of wish... Would just kind of wish that they would be brave and fix their goddamn eyebrows. Or their lack of. I remember in, like, Sonic X... Oh shit, it's all the way up there. Okay. Let's get up there. Up. Let's go. Come on. That's not very difficult, but like, I remember, like, Sonic X was probably one of my favorite Sonic pieces of media. It's story focused too, of course, so of course I love it because it had a very good storyline going for it. But Sonic definitely benefited from being in 2D, with the ability to just do whatever the hell you want with his expressions and stuff. Of course, you can't have a 2D Sonic game like that, so that's a downside. But Sonic's design was definitely best in like a 2D form. And we're probably not gonna... probably not gonna get that ever again. I'm just going for these, I guess. Don't know what else to do. God. Jesus, the fucking camera. Sometimes the camera is a bit of a pain. I did enjoy like the first times of figuring out these puzzles. It's enjoyable. I only found myself frustrated with like one of these, which was one of the fire ones in like the desert. Um, and that's kind of like the only one that I found myself annoyed by because I couldn't figure out like what it meant with the order of it. So aside from that, go find Amy. Okay.
Yo, Amy. Who's your friend?
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late. They've been too shy to express their feelings, but if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
I do like
Always had a
Amy
knack for
being
weird
more
insights.
serious.
Who am I to argue?
Her voice acting is
Don't you
certainly
worry.
something I
You'll
can
be
stand a
ready
bit
for
more
your
in this
lost
game.
love.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
It's interesting. I remember when I first heard like Amy referring to the Coco with they and them, I was like, oh, that's nice. They're using they and them pronouns for the Coco. And like actually, it's kind of significant because if I recall, the other Coco get gendered with different pronouns actually. So that one specifically wants to use they and them. I don't remember if all of them get like hard gendered, but I'm pretty sure I remember one of the other ones and later on gets a he and him pronoun. So like, yeah, they do have specific pronouns being used for them. Not all of them. Some of them it's just like they just call them Coco and nothing else, but it does seem that it's not like they're all just they them pronoun characters, which is when you get into the storyline and you understand what the Coco are, then it's like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. I can appreciate that for sure. Oh, it's one of these. That's nice. Or one more. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. What time is it right now? I forgot I started at 1 p.m. instead of later like before, so... One thing, I saw someone, I think when I watched a bit of like Snapcube stream and pointed this out, that these Eggman things, these like ship-looking things, it does seem like they were probably going to be used for the memos that you end up getting for Eggman, which is a shame because yeah, they're just sitting here. And it would have been cool if they just put something, like just an item here that you could pick up or something, where you could get those memos instead. But there's a lot of them. Like, they had a lot of those memos, and I can't remember how many, but it seemed like too much to just drop around the island, I guess, and it would have been kind of tedious if they were just scattered around the island. But if you could go inside and find some, that would be nice, but I don't know. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just make something simple to just go inside and collect a number of them. Even though I say that this game like feels more finished than other games I've played, AAA games I've played, there are things that people have found in the files already that point towards it being unfinished. Certain things not being in the game and all that. Where am I? Let me get more memory tokens. Let's just run around for... oh god. Run around for a bit. Sometimes navigation's a bit wonky. There we go. Once you get a lot of moves, it starts to become really enjoyable fighting stuff. Like, I love just pressing the different buttons and seeing the combos happen. They're very pleasing to watch. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Just fall. Don't you? I'm not noticing as much pop-in. Is that just me? Oops. Yeah, I'm not noticing... I'm noticing some pop-in, but, like, maybe it's just me. There are some things popping in, but not as much. Thing about the pop-in problem, is that, like, I feel like it was most noticeable in the desert area because there was probably just... There's a lot less to look at in a desert, and it really stood out, color-wise, too. But when I did play the game, like, entirely all the way through myself, I didn't really care about the pop-in that much. Like, I think, like, after a while of playing, it kind of got to where I was like, oh, there's so much going on here. Like, I'm doing so much running around. I'm not really looking at anything but Sonic, a lot of the time. I'm just kind of going where he goes, and I end up not really noticing, all the pop-in sometimes. Not to say it's not a problem, I just ended up forgetting about it when I got into the game. And so it ended up not really being on my mind. And of course, like, if you're just watching the game and you're not playing the game, it's understandable how you would notice that more, because a lot of people are probably watching this more than they are playing it. And that means that you, as the viewer, have more time to look at everything else that's going on that I'm probably not even paying attention to. Oh, hello. Okay. But I enjoy doing all these things. It's like, I can say that, like, the hard part to me about this game, recommending it to people, actually, is more so whether or not it's actually, the story's actually friendly to people who haven't played Sonic before. That's kind of the conflict for me. Because we haven't gotten to any of the characters really referencing old stuff, but the characters reference a lot of the old games. Not even, like, in kind of significant ways. I mean, wait, where... What am I doing here? Oh, I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, I already got that. Oh, God. Jesus. I hate those things so much. Where's the thing that I'm doing for this? Oh, it's the flowers. But as I mentioned, like, the game becomes, like, pretty relevant to the old games. I mean, again, not to spoil anything so early in the replay, but like, it's the main, like, plot lines and the characters and stuff are very directly referencing something from an old game. Like, I guess you could say, it feels like what the most that you could get for a Sonic Adventure 3 in terms of continuing the lore that they had in Sonic Adventure 3, and making it relevant again. It's probably the closest you could get. And so it's like, I mean, yeah, you could play this without any knowledge on any of these games, but I feel like the impact is definitely not the same. Oh God, that was close. So like for me, it's like when I played this and I was like, oh shit, and I like made the connection between this storyline's like lore references and Sonic Adventure references. I was like, oh my god, like it was like such a big deal for me to see that, and I imagine it was for a lot of other Sonic fans too, because like, you know, referencing that lore was very important to see. So like, I guess if you don't know it, then it's not doesn't feel that interesting, and I imagine there's probably a lot of people who would not give a single shit about this game's storyline at all because of that fact. So it does kind of feel like it's more catering towards the people who already know this this stuff. And you may not want to deal with whatever the heck Sonic is, just because, like, sure, I like the gameplay and I like the open world stuff, but it may not be enough to hold people over to stick with it. Play Sonic. Mostly, again, when the story is more serious, some people would very easily just laugh at that instead. So... okay, I'm probably gonna just do this and then take a break because I've been going for like an hour now. An hour and a half or so. I don't want to rush this game, but...
Sonic, over here!
I love him so much. I love his animation.
This poor mother says she's lost her
Yeah, look, she's
children.
gendered.
Can you lead them back here, please?
Sure thing.
You're small and round and you have pronouns. So the they and them pronouns are specifically chosen for that Coco. Oh god, this one. I remember this. Yeah. Fucking bombs. Don't kill these children. They're just children. God. These mini games are certainly interesting. They're not bad. Oh god. Ow. They're not bad. There's only one that I think I struggled with, and it was mostly just because I didn't get the right idea from the instructions. But they're not bad. They're pretty easy. Again, I don't know if the difficulty actually changes for things like that. If you make the game harder difficulty, I don't know, I should try it maybe, but I like a little dance. The fact that he gets to do a little dance on those, nice. It's cute. Still don't know what the hell that symbol means, even after playing the storyline. I know it's significant to the characters, but I don't think we really... I'm sure it's a language, or something that they're speaking, or that they, you know, made up.
Okay. We'll keep looking. Sonic, they act like none of that happened.
Do we even know what that was?
This game got, like...
No? But
when I was playing it,
sense of completion
and this happened, I was like, okay.
comfort.
That's
Weird.
kind of,
Now let's keep moving. I want to wrap up our time here ASAP.
Sounds
kind
good
of...
to me.
like, they're... I get what's happening, you know? They very quickly imply that this is kind of like a ghost of a civilization, and that they need to complete something that they didn't get to complete, and then once you do, they go off, their spirits go off forever, and they're good. It was like just so kind of like surprisingly like depressing to be hit with that at like the very start of this game, and I think it very easily set the tone for the rest of the game. I'm like, oh okay, that's how this is gonna be, huh? We're freeing souls so that they can rest easy. And it is a little like weird because we have Sonic characters like recognizing this like they're recognizing this in character, this like very serious development of like, you know, putting souls to rest and shit. It was kind of unexpected. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I'll probably take a break from Sonic Frontiers for now. Because there's a lot to do in this game. There's so much to do, and I'm scatterbrained a bit right now because I've not played a game like this on stream, and I want to make sure I stay focused. I lose focus so easily when I stream games like this. But boy, it's the game looks nice. The game has the voice actors are good in this for English, I think. Just with the script being a lot better. The script certainly is what helps. Man, yeah, this game really does look nice, honestly. Like I don't know. I know people wanted to like clown on it because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, but it does look nice. I do like it. And I'm looking forward to replaying it because the storyline is just nice. I love it, and I wanna reindulge in the lore all over again too. So so let's save. Oh no! Oh shit! I just saved over my old profile that was 100%ed. Well, that's okay. Not like I needed it anymore, but that's kind of annoying. Goodbye, 100%ed profile with 25 hours on it. Okay. I'm gonna get up real quick and this. So I'm gonna get up, use the bathroom real fast, and then we will be on to Minecraft. I'll be back.